Let's see. Admit example. Okay, we have like another 10 minutes. Let's suppose you have to join. Okay. So you can see I just created this rectangular shape, and like I want to this select tool shortcut is V. V for victory. You can see whenever you hover over any tool, it will there will be a pop-up where you can see the shortcut. You can see there's a V. Move a selection or layer. Move tool. Press V. Go back to this layer, and I want to duplicate this layer. Suppose Alt Alt and Alt and drag. So you can see it's freely can move in any direction. But now you can see this thing dot guide, and with the help of that, you can modify this thing very easily. You can see it will showcase you distance. If you want to keep the distance uniform, like you can randomly just simply create some randomly. I just created this. Then, but I want this gap should be uniform. What I'll do, select the first layer and then shift and then last layer. Shift left mouse button, click all those in between selection, everything together. Now you can see it's not aligned properly. So click on the center. It will align everything centralized, central align, like that, like you have in Word or any other document where you have center align, left align, right align. These are exactly the left align, center align, right align, exactly the same thing. Then you can see uh, third or this fourth option is basically called distribute vertically. You want to distribute evenly distribution vertically. This is vertical, this is horizontal, we all know. So if you want to distribute it vertically, click on this. It will evenly distribute all the lines, even if the layer is not in correct sequence. Doesn't matter. It will uniformly distribute and give you like equal distance from one this shape to another shape. So this is like very handy, and sometimes we have to create all these kind of lines or patterns. Suppose I have a design and I want to distribute uniformly. That time, this all these things are very handy, and we can do it very quickly, very easily. So it's very handy. Similar thing I can do Control Z and Control T and rotate. Right? I just rotated 90 degrees. If you press Shift, it will snap every 45 degrees. So if I say exact same thing, top this is your like top align, bottom align, center align, and this is your distribute horizontally. So this is like vertical, this is horizontal, and there are like 3D things. There is no 3D shape, so it won't work. So right like this, you can modify this thing. Like suppose you want to create stripes or some pattern, something, you can create this thing very easily. So this is like very handy tool, and you'll be using this thing all the time. Then we have marquee tool, and if you can see, click and press keep your left mouse keep it like hold it. You can see you have one more option. So it will create the kind of create this thing like block out those whatever you have selected. It's going to increase, decrease. Like this is like for design basically. Like usually we use it for designing. Like suppose you're designing a page, or you're designing this like some strip or a comic strip or something. That time we'll use it. Otherwise, this works perfectly. That's basically artboard. Like or you have or like board, multiple boards, right? The same thing. Like you have in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, something like that. Okay, then you have marquee tool. Under this, you can see you have rectangular, elliptical, single row and column option, and you can define the size. Feather is basically blur. You can see if you zoom in, edges are really sharp. Suppose you want to have blur out the edges, you use feather that time to feather out the edges, blur out the edges, make it smooth, normal. Then you have this lasso tool. Under this you have lasso is basically for another marquee tool. This is like this thing. Lasso tool, free hand. You can create whatever shape you want, and whenever you leave it, it will create a straight line. And if you see, there is a feather of 10, so everything becomes smooth, soft. If I make it 0 and click on this, deselect or Control D. Control D to deselect, or just click on this thing with the help of marquee tool, lasso or lasso tool. Select. You can see it will retain the exact same shape. And we have a polygonal lasso and we have a magnet lasso. Polygonal lasso is basically angular. Polygons are basically two sides. Like it says, it can be a rectangle, it can be a square. You can create this, and there is one more magnetic lasso. This is something it won't work because for that, let's select one layer and click anywhere, and it will automatically read that line. So it will just basically read all the pixel colors and create select that shape very easy. This is something we use when we modify some image. We want to remove some background, or we want to like erase something from this some image particularly. So that time we use it. So, escape, and this is like magic wand. Select. Um, you see, wherever you click, it will select the entire thing, or if you click on this, it will select this only this section for selection. This selection is something you can do it with the help of press Control and click on this. Then also you can get the exact selection. Whatever you have created, even if it's a blurred, like smooth, some brush effect, you can paint it like to create the selection with the help of this. It's like quite easy. You can hide, unhide layers. This is crop. Suppose you want to increase the image size or decrease the image size, double click, it will crop. Z. Suppose I want to increase like vertically, control minus to zoom out, increase, enter. Increase the length, canvas size. I can modify the canvas size like this also. Either I can increase or decrease. Okay. This is like for frame. You want to create some frame and all that thing. Like a paste into. Previously, it was the option called a paste into, create a selection, and then you paste into that selection. So it exactly works like that. Now it's named as frame. Dropper is basically pick any color. Then you have this content aware tool. This is like very interesting and very useful tool. We'll be using this like tomorrow. We'll be using this and create, or we'll be using all these tools and some amount of paint and all, and create modify this thing. Basically what we'll do, so I'll mail this thing, this image. I'll mail this image to you guys, and I'll showcase how to use all these tools, how to use brush, how to use content aware, how to use healing tool. You can see spot healing brush, patch tool. So how to use this and fix this image. Let's see if I just showcase you this thing. So you can see, remove all the patches and everything, then a little bit of touch up, some little bit of paint, then little bit of blur. So I'll showcase all these things, how to use it, how to create, and everything we'll do it on a separate layer. So it's in a constructive way and fix everything. And it's a simple image. It's a simple image. We can use complex image as well. So for learning, we usually use a simplified image so that everyone can learn it properly. So I'll mail this image to you guys, and we all can work on this, and we'll have to fix this image restore it basically, remove all artifacts, all cracks, everything, and it's a black and white image, and we have to color it, like convert it to color. Color doesn't mean just one flat color. It should have decent amount of this as they have like it should have natural color to tonal variation. And like there's an option called revert. Revert is or F12 is the shortcut. If you revert it, it means that it will revert back to when you open the file, the same state. Click on this to revert back to your original state. So you can see this image. Lips are bit reddish, near to eyes it's bit reddish and little bit orangish in color. So how to do that? How to add tonal values? Because usually what we see online or some tutorials, they just add a color and overlay it and gives you one single color. But I don't like that's not natural. Naturally, we have a lot of tonal variation on our skin, face, or maybe clothes or anything. So how to do that? I'll be explaining those things. How to add. So yeah, so be prepared for that. I'll send it and make sure install your Photoshop and be ready with your Wacom. If you for this, if you don't have Wacom, still it will you can do it very easily. Like at least you have 2 weeks. After this, we have vector art. For that also you can use only mouse. No need to use Wacom. You can you create those things with the help of mouse. You have 2 weeks time. So try to arrange a Wacom. If you don't have it, then we'll start painting and doing things very easily and nicely. Okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. Use the same link. Use the same link for joining the class and try to join like by 10:10:5 so that we can finish it like quickly and thing. Yeah. Okay, then
Okay,
see
sir.
you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Welcome.